you work it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Miss Lorraine Bow here. So today I'm going to do a Pizza Hut mukbang. Hey! So I have a couple of pizzas, gingerbread, and I have the ultimate Hershey's dessert pie. I cannot wait to get into her. She looks so yum. So today I thought I'd do a mukbang to kind of get back into talking to everyone, because a couple of days ago I came out of surgery. I also have the new V Tropical just because I need my energy. So I came out of surgery, and thanks to everyone for all the get well wishes and all the support that I had. So I thought I would talk about that and about starting my business, because I've had quite a lot of people ask me, you know, what's it like and is it scary, and what I did to try to get my business off the ground. So I thought I'd do a mukbang to talk about that, and yeah, so let's get into it. So we're going to start off with a yummy pizza. Now I think this one is three meats and cheese. Looks delicious, I love it. So I just thought I would talk to everyone about how it was, what it was, and what the result and how I'm feeling so far. I haven't had pizza in so long, but I thought going into it, I was very scared. If anyone doesn't know, I am 18, so to be diagnosed with the conditions I have, if you haven't gone to my Instagram and read my post about what I have and how it affects me, you can drop me a follow on MissLorraineBow on Instagram. And I thought I would just talk about what I have as well. So I was diagnosed with endometriosis and polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, yes. And what that does is quite different for each individual. So for me, I had quite severe endometriosis and quite severe polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I refer to them as endo and poly because endometriosis and polycystic ovaries. So what polycystic ovarian syndrome is, it's where you get cysts and growths inside your ovaries. Kind of gross, but it does really hurt, and it has quite a lot of impact on my physical health, my mental health, and my well-being. Endometriosis for me was I bled constantly. One time when they were analysing me, I bled for 55 days straight. So it was quite scary, quite intense, because I couldn't stop it, and I was trying to be on medication to stop it, but it wouldn't work. My body was just releasing and I couldn't do anything about it. So I had surgery, I had keyhole, and I have two keyholes. One's in my belly button and one's in my lower, just above my leg, so where the panty line is, and that's on my right side. And it was quite scary, so they kind of briefed me on everything I be expected and what would happen and what the side effects, what the dangers are, and I got quite scared, but I was put on quite a lot of painkillers, so I was quite happy. But I felt comfortable because my doctor, he came down from another hospital to do a special operation because he's the best in New Zealand. You don't know, I'm from New Zealand, but he is the best in New Zealand. He came down specially for me, and I had a team of about 8 surgeons with me, and that seems like quite a lot for just a keyhole surgery, but because there was quite a lot of risks, because I do have thin blood, there was quite a lot of risks. I was put on quite a lot of monitors, and I had to be put through tests and everything like that before I went into surgery. I was questioned. I had to not take my pain medication the morning before my surgery because it could interfere with the painkillers they give me or the surgery or whatever, but they told me not to, so I was in quite a lot of pain. I was quite ill too, like I was consistently taking these medication to try to make me feel better, and I wasn't feeling better, so they were kind of baffled to why I was like that. So they eventually, put me through, and I had an IV. That's why I have a plaster here. I had an IV in my hand. Sorry, I try to close my mouth when I'm eating because I don't want to be like meh 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 and people see everything in my mouth. So I had the IV in my hand, and I was waiting in this little secluded room for like the surgeons, the anesthesiologists, and for my personal nurse. So I had 3 personal nurses as well, which was quite scary because a lot of the nurses were saying you would only have 1 if you were going in for normal surgery. But because this wasn't a normal surgery, I had a lot. So they all came in, told me different things, and I found out that in New Zealand there's a 1 in 10 million chance that you'll get AIDS from a blood transfusion. And I thought that was so amazing. You have a 1 in 10 million chance. That's incredible. I don't know what it is for America or for any other state, anywhere or country or whatever. I just know that that's what they told me. So I was sitting in there waiting for them to say, yeah, it's time, we can wheel you away. So I had my family with me, and it was quite scary because I didn't know what the outcome was. I got given 3 outcomes. Either it was not going to work and they're just going to try to remove as much as they can. They're going to find the problem and remove as much as they can, and hopefully I'll be fixed. Or they're just going to take my right ovarian tube and fallopian or whatever, and that'll be part of my problem gone, because I did have quite a big cyst on the right side of my ovaries and it was extremely painful. So they gave me those 3 options, which was quite scary, being told that I'm either going to have it fixed or I'm going to have it, like, lots of things removed, and it will be fixed as well. So in the end it probably will be fixed. So So I went into surgery and they wheeled me in, and I was in one of the new surgical rooms, which was so cool. So they put me onto the operating table, put everything linked up to me, everything was fine. They put monitors all over me, and then they said that they're going to put a mask on me and it will just be oxygen and you just need to take very deep breaths. And they're talking to me and saying, you know, you'll be fine, and what about your family? Are you the youngest? So I was talking about my family, you know, who was with me, and then I just fell asleep and woke up in recovery, and I felt so ill. Supposedly I have a very, very bad reaction to the medication they use to knock you out before surgery or during surgery. I have a very bad reaction to that, and it was that bad that because when I woke up from surgery my throat was so dry from having the tube down my throat to keep me breathing and everything like that, because I was fully knocked out. I don't remember anything. I don't remember them cutting me open or anything like that, which I was so glad. But I woke up and I had the severest reaction. My throat was dry, everything was dry, I just wanted water. And as soon as I woke up, she was like, how are you doing? And I went sideways because there was a bath bowl, a throw bowl, and when you're gonna be sick you need a bowl. I just grabbed it and I started dry wrenching into the bowl and just like I couldn't deal with it. And it got to the point where she had to actually bring another doctor in, and the doctor was like, this is the worst reaction I have seen to this medication ever. They pumped me full of about 9 different pain medications, 9 different medications to try to make me stop vomiting, make me stop wanting to vomit, and none of it worked. I still felt ill, and I was like, I'm fine, I just want water, I want water. And as soon as she gave me water and as soon as I swallowed it, it just came straight back up, and everything else in my stomach, which was nothing, it was just stomach fluids and everything like that. Because I wasn't allowed to eat. I was nil by mouth at 12 AM the day before, so I had nothing to eat for ages, so I was just throwing up stomach fluids, and I was so scared that I'm actually going to rip something or I'm going to start throwing up blood that I was only meant to stay, it was only meant to be a day surgery, because I was scheduled for 8 AM in the morning to go into surgery, but I got pushed back and I went into surgery at about 10:30ish. I came out of surgery at I think 12, because they took quite a long time because they had to remove quite a lot of things. I came out I think around 11:30, 12, I'm not sure, and from when I woke up to when they found a bed for me, because they had to find a bed, they couldn't send me home like that. They found a bed for me I think at around 4:30ish. So I was dry wrenching and trying to throw up, but I couldn't throw up for about 4.5, 5 hours. I can't remember how long it was. But all the while these pain meds were kicking in and I was starting to feel happy, but I was still dry wrenching and it was absolutely horrible. I would never wish that on anyone ever, because it is so like draining. It felt horrible to the fact where I just said, just give me food so I can throw the food up. I don't like this, because my whole entire throat, like, it felt like sandpaper. My tongue felt like sandpaper, like trying to throw something up, which I couldn't throw up. But when the meds started kicking in, I started like feeling really happy while I was trying to throw up, which was very hard for me to do because I hate throwing up. I really don't like it. Like, I can deal with blood, I can deal with anything, except for me throwing up. I can deal with other people throwing up and like help them clean up and everything like that, but with me throwing up, I wanted to eat and keep that food and I'm throwing it up. So I hate that feeling, and now I hate it even more because I feel that in my throat every time I feel like every time that I'm going to throw up in the future, I'll feel that feeling. And it was absolutely horrible. Like, for such a long time I was throwing up. I wasn't even throwing anything up. It's that painful. My tongue was that dry from just me keeping my mouth open because I couldn't physically shut my mouth. So they were putting painkillers and anti-nausea medication into my hand, which the scar on my hand is like so little from the IV, which is really, really good, but it's still quite sore when you touch it. Like, I have bruising all around here now because I bruise very, very easily. Like, if someone grabs me or if someone like does anything that could put an impact onto my skin, I will bruise and it will look like someone had a fight with me. So I was nil by mouth until about 7 o'clock, and my mother was with me all the way when I got. So my mum stayed with me, my sister and her partner and everyone else. They decided to leave when I went into surgery, and they decided to come back when they got called by the nurse. But because I am the youngest and I am my mum's baby, she decided to stay with me. So for the time I was in recovery, so from 12 till 5:30, my mum had no idea what was going on. So because in New Zealand you can't come, like family members can't come in to recovery because that's the place where people are waking up, they're still very ill, they're high off their tree on medication, so they don't want people in there where the doctors are monitoring you, the nurses are trying to give you medication, and if something goes wrong, you're in the way. So they keep that a patient and doctor only area, which to me is quite scary because all throughout that time I just wanted my mum. And it's really sad because, you know, I am an 18-year-old in New Zealand that's legally an adult, but I was so scared. I was unaware of what was happening to me. I'd never had that happen to before. I haven't had surgery apart from this one, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I'd react badly to the medication they gave me. I don't know if I would, you know, feel anything because I've never had it. So when I finally got released from recovery, my mum was there, and it was so sad because no one had told her what was happening in those hours because they were focused on me because I had the worst reaction they'd ever seen. So I got really upset, and with me I get very anxious. I have social anxiety and I feel quite bad when people are around me when I'm feeling anxious and stuff like that, and especially after surgery, after the meds actually kicked in, I just wanted to be left alone, but I couldn't because I was meant to be monitored, so I always had a nurse in my room just in case, you know, I had an anaphylactic shock or whatever happened to me. Finally, everyone else came and had a visit, so they made me stay overnight, and that was the most horrible thing ever because I sleep with my hands like this, so I couldn't because the IV and it would bump into my neck, and the times that I did bump it, I honestly felt sick. I felt like I was going to vomit because it was removing my skin, and it's in a main vein, so I was quite scared. So I was basically told to just lay there and let the pains like go away or whatever. But because they had just dug around inside of me and removed things, I was feeling horrible. I still had extreme pains and everything like that. I felt absolutely horrible, and I remember looking up at the ceiling going, I don't like this. I personally really don't like hospitals just because they scare me. I respect what they're there for, you know, they're there for saving lives and stuff like that, but I get really scared. So the second day, they put a heart monitor on me and realised that I skip heartbeats and I have an irregular heart rate, which scared all of them. I scared all the nurses and all the doctors because they were like, oh no, what happens if it's bad? So they were asking me if I've ever had that before, and I do. I have really bad chest pains sometimes, and sometimes I just put it down to my anxiety. Like if I'm having a really bad anxiety attack, it feels like a rubber band is around my chest pulling me in, which I don't know if it's normal, but so to them that wasn't normal, so I had to stay an extra couple of hours for them to monitor me, get like a heart rate monitor actually like attached, and I had these little stickers all over me which they attached a machine to, and I'm going to try this pizza now. I don't know. I think this is the beef and onion one. This is like my go-to pizza. I love it. But overall it was pretty good. I had really bad pains. The next day they had to give me like a really strong painkiller, and it knocked me on my butt. I literally took it and then 10 minutes later I was in bed asleep. I had about a 30-minute sleep and I woke up and I felt so good. All my pain was gone, everything was gone. And I was like, I want some of this. And supposedly it's only for hospitals, it's like hospital grade. So I'm not allowed it, which sucks because it's the only one that actually took my pain away completely and didn't just prolong it. So it was pretty cool. I was quite satisfied with the results. I got offered to take what was taken out of me as like a souvenir. I declined that. I didn't want to see and I didn't want to know because people like my sister, she thought it would have been fascinating to see what it was like. I chose not to because I don't want to know. So far, like I think this is day 5. It's day 5. I'm feeling a lot better. I still have quite a lot of pain, and they said that that's normal, that's what's going to be happening throughout the weeks that I'm recovering. So it's pretty good. So I feel quite good right now. I'm finally able to eat what I want. That was the one thing I was quite happy about when I came home. I'm actually allowed to eat what I want and not gross hospital food. Ugh. So moving on to my next topic, which is my business. I am proud to announce that I have tried to start my own business, my own pin-up company. It's on Etsy. I will put the link in the description, and I'm just making outfits and other things that I've already made before that people have requested for me to make for them or have really liked and see that they would love to see that on like a store or something like that. So I only have 7 listings right now. So I have 3 different swing skirts, 2 different swing dresses, high-waisted shorts, and a sleeveless excuse me, a sleeveless gown with detachable train. It was the one that I wore to Rebel Roundup when I was competing. A lot of people said they loved it and they loved the material, so I thought I would, you know, offer to make it. All of my designs and the things I would make are custom, so you can pitch your ideas and I will try to bring them to life and then send you back my sketches or anything like that. And they're all made to measure, so you send me your measurements from your shoulders, your bust, your hips, your waist, your hips, and your above the knee if it's a wiggle dress or anything like that. But I have been planning this for quite a long time because I've always loved making gowns and dresses. But because I was quite young when I wanted to start my business, I wasn't allowed to put it up on Etsy. So I've been planning this whole year until now to figure out what I should put on Etsy, creating more designs, getting more patterns and developing patterns into my collection. So then if someone asks me for a specific design, I already have it or I can adapt a pattern, which is pretty cool. It's amazing for me just because I am so young. I'm very ambitious. I really love designing and making things for other people. So I'm really, really happy. That's my normal face when I make food. I just like I do a little dance. So it's up on Etsy, so that means anyone in the world can buy a custom handmade design from me. And I have included, so a lot of people have been talking about the price, and that is because it is handmade, it's custom, and it's made to measure. So if you go onto like 19 Black or Hell Bunny or Vivian or Holloway, they're all in like the 120, 150 zone. So, and because that's not a unique design, it's not one of a kind fashion or anything like that, or fabric, it's something that you could see someone else win. Like, you could see someone else in it, which is really cool if that's what you're into. But if you want to be unique and have something that no one else does, or have something that's adapted and really, really cool just for you, or have something designed with your name on it, or embroidery, or sparkles, or whatever your little pin-up heart desires, I create that and I bring it to life and post it to you. So right now I have decided that the first month that I have my Etsy store open, it is free shipping for New Zealand. And that's just because I live in New Zealand and I have started my pin-up career in New Zealand, and a lot of pin-up ladies that I know live in New Zealand, because I've never been anywhere else in the world and met other pin-up ladies, which is quite sad. I really want to go to Viva Las Vegas next year or the year after. Excuse me, I'm very burpy today, probably because I'm drinking V. So the pictures I have there, I've chosen to put ones of me wearing them so you can see how they fit, how they're designed, and what you would expect if you were to buy one. So if I put them on a mannequin, you know, a mannequin wears differently to a human, which a lot of people would be like, well, we don't want to see it on you, blah blah blah, which I'm like, well, if if you think that it would be better if I didn't have it on me or photos of me wearing it, leave me a comment below or drop me a DM or whatever on social media at Miss Lorraine Bow, and I will consider putting them on my mannequin. But right now she's a little busy. She's got an upcoming project that I'm working on. But yeah, I'm just trying to let everyone understand that I am still starting out and I love doing what I do. So I love designing, I love making, I love pin-up fashion. That's just my life. Enough of that pizza. Move on to the ultimate Hershey's dessert. So I'll pop her out. Ooh. Look at her, she's just so good. Let's see if I can. Ooh. Oh, look at her. Oh, yum. If you don't know me, I absolutely love sweets and I love Hershey's Kisses. They're my ultimate favourite candy. I love the original chocolate ones, so, and I love fudge, so if this is, I haven't tried the big version of this one before, so hopefully it adds up. Delicious. I would totally recommend buying this. This is so delicious, and it's quite big. Like, it's about the size of my hand, so it's actually quite big for like a Pizza Hut dessert. It's not that badly priced either, so if you have a spare moment in your dinner routine, go pick one up because it's so delicious, and I will honestly be eating this for the rest of the night. Welcome to my life. So I just wanted to have a little like mukbang. It's not really a mukbang because I didn't really eat that much. I'm still not that hungry from anything. I still need to get my appetite back because I was put on a restricted diet in the hospital, which was very, very sad for me because I love food. So I just wanted to say that people struggling with mental health or physical health, you're not alone. You always can talk to someone, especially females. You know, I've had people tell me that I should not talk about my female health problems or anything like that because it grosses them out. It's actually none of their concern. I'm not talking about and trying to complain. I am trying to bring awareness to the fact that these conditions are out there and we all need to be a little bit kinder to one another. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for all of the support and for everyone who messaged me saying to get better or have a speedy recovery. You're amazing. I am so grateful for everyone and for the people who came and visited me in hospital and, you know, everything like that. The people who are still, you know, checking up on me because it is a 2-week recovery. I can't really drive that well. I can't really go upstairs. I'm not meant to lift anything heavy either because it is an abdominal surgery. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will be trying to upload a little bit more onto YouTube just because I feel like this is a great way to connect with all of my fans and everyone who, you know, want to support me and talk about problems or issues or anything. So if you have any ideas for the next video you would want to see, drop me a comment or follow me on my social medias. I'll link them all below as well. So thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a beautiful week. Have a good day. This is really chewy. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Tune in next time. Bye. Mwah.